Okay guys, so today we'll be showing you how to take the head off a CX500 or a GL500. Pretty freaking easy. Generally you want to start with taking all the important stuff off. Like your tank, your radiator, your fan shroud, and then disconnecting this one's a custom, but taking your forward motor mount loose all the way, taking your frame support, those two are loose, that one's out, that one's out, the other side's out, that's loose, and then tying in a strap from the Triple Tree to each dowel hole on either side. Lower the engine just enough to get your forward motor mount out, and then work on disconnecting your carb and your exhaust pipes. Don't forget this upper hose, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. Disconnect or unbolt the top two screws. Let's see, the one that holds your thermostat port, one there, one there. And then once you take your valve cover off, you'll have 4 head bolts. Let's go over to the other side. So this is pretty basic head. 2 exhaust ports, 2 intake ports. What you do is you quarter turn all 4, get them started, and then disconnect them or unscrew them the rest of the way. Mainly because you don't want to warp the head. And you don't want to pull threads out of the block. That'll really suck when you have to put a helicoil in there. Next, we'll be taking the rocker arm assembly. So what I'll do next, to make the easiest way to get the rocker assembly up, if I can do this with one hand. Oh, I've already got this one loose, but I'll show you. What I'll do is I'll take a rag, take a nice size wrench, put it up underneath, grab as much real estate as you can, and then wiggle up and down like this, and the whole thing should come up. Don't force it. Force it's bad. Forcing's bad. Okay, back at it. So I've been at this for a little bit. So what I do to get the heads off, and you can use this for any sort of piston head, single cylinder, double cylinder, 6-cylinder, doesn't matter what it is, tractor head, old man machinist, hot rod builder that I used to know back in Texas showed me this trick. If you take some good clean nylon or whatever rope you got, stuff it down in the hole. Let's see if I can do this one hand. So what I'll do is I'll get it most of the way and then stick something in there. See how it goes in like so. Like so. It's almost full, so it's not going to take much more. And then for the CXs or the GLs, you take your good old trusty crank socket, that you use to turn the crank when you do your timing. Take your little cover off. These engines turn clockwise. So we will see if this works. This is when I get back to the top of the cylinder, it'll get really hard to turn. Okay, so she's tight there. I'll come back and have my wife hold the camera while I crank on it. Crank her down. Yep, I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. I'll be back. Okay. So like I said, 2 hands. Sometimes when it's on the bike, it's a little easier. So I'm gonna push down with my body weight, make sure the socket is good and set. Oh. Oh. Got it. Great job, everybody.